Hi everyone, I'm Rod Wortham and welcome to Driving 5. Driving 5 is designed to help you get to know the driver when they're not in the car, their personality, their interest, and the stories behind the helmet. Tonight, we're catching up with Villa Rica, Georgia pro late model and pro truck driver Colton Kelly. Colton, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, usually, as you know, Driving 5 is 5 questions in 5 minutes. But in today's episode, we're going to get an update from Colton's pro late model debut and a special trip that took Colton out of the country. Let's start with your pro late model debut at Mobile International Speedway. Give us a quick update.
Well, on my debut at Mobile International Speedway, I was racing pro late models, and I was fastest in practice. I qualified fifth out of 8 cars, and the invert put me first. So I started first in the race. And when the green flag dropped, I led every single lap for 18 laps when I had a mechanical failure. And my right rear axle housing came apart and it broke my shock. So I didn't finish the race, sadly, but I led every single lap that I tried.
Well, that's a weird mechanical failure. Do you any idea what could have caused that, or just a freak deal?
We have an idea. There's a pothole on the back straightaway, and in qualifying, I think I hit it and it broke the shock, and the shock was going through the piston. But once that happened, it went all the way through the shock and it just let everything come apart.
Oh, that's crazy. That's too bad. So this was your first time in the pro late model in an actual race. Um, Share with the viewers a little bit of what you felt differently in the pro late model than what you feel in the pro truck.
It has a lot more downforce and a lot more grip. It's very different from the truck. The truck, you have to drive it, but the pro late model, it guides you more than you think.
So a lot of people that are like big NASCAR fans, they wouldn't think that on a short track like Mobile International that downforce would play that big of a deal, but it does, doesn't it?
It does. It keeps the car glued to the ground and you can go faster.
All right, so just real quick, where is your next pro late model and when does that take place?
April 22nd at Mobile International Speedway.
You're going back to Mobile.
Back to
Okay,
Mobile.
well, let's shift gears a little bit. And I know that you took a special trip out of the country, and I saw a little bit about what you did when you posted it out on social media, but share with the viewers where you went, why you went there, and how this is going to impact your life moving forward.
I went to the most northern city of Italy and I got to experience the culture and everything about Italy. And we were in a valley that was in the Alps, so we could see the Alps all around us. And what we did there is the first day we got there, we played American sports with the local kids, and we got to show them how America does things around here. And the second day, we went to a nursing home and we sang some hymns. And then we went to church just to experience Italian church. And a couple days, we did do some looking around, and we went to Turin, a pretty big city. And we really got to experience the culture, but more importantly, what we got to share the message of Jesus Christ to the young people and the elderly.
So let me ask you, I know that you shared some American sports. Did you let them know that you were a race car driver?
Um, no, I did not. I kept that very on the down low.
Well, that's cool. So, Colton, I mean, trips like this have an impact on you. And do you think this kind of changed you a little bit? And the other thing is, um, for a lot of people that never get to go outside of our country, we don't really realize really how good we have it. And some of these other cultures, it seems like they're like years or decades behind us. And did you experience any of that?
Absolutely. Especially where I was at, it's all small villages and everything is just outdated by 30 or 40 years. Like all the cars, all the buildings. It's very old, but the people are new. Like the people are up to style. Like the children are, the teenagers are.
Is this something that you would do again?
Absolutely.
Well, that's very cool, and I commend you for doing that. And it's always good to be able to have the opportunity to go out and share your faith, and I know that you do that when you're at the track, and you represent your beliefs on a high level, and that's one of the things that I really like about you. And now that we've kind of exposed that to the fans, I think you're going to get a lot of people on board the Colton Kelly train. So we do have a little bit of time left. So I do want to ask you one question, and that's part of our normal driving fives. So um, if you could spend a day with any person, racing or not, who would it be and what would you do?
I think I would choose Kevin Harvick and I would want to go on his podcast. I love his podcast. I see a bunch of his videos and it looks like it's a good time.
Well, it is. And you know, the interesting thing about Kevin's podcast is that he really gets to know the driver. He's kind of doing what we're trying to do. So they don't necessarily get into a lot of details about racing, but more details about the driver and what makes them tick and where they see themselves going in the future and everything. So that's a great answer. But before we wrap up, I want to give you a chance to thank the people who helped make this possible. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
I would like to thank Pave America, D. Geronimo Companies, R&R Electric, Southern Drywall, JJC Electrical, Construction Service Express, FOJ, and Race America.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. I want to thank Colton for joining us on this edition of Drive and Five. Thanks for riding along with us, and we'll see you on the next episode.